You slept 8 hours, but when you woke up, you felt like you hadn't slept at all. You were desperate for coffee just to get through the day. But even after chugging down a triple espresso, you were still exhausted. Most people would blame stress or aging for this strange phenomenon, and while those are definitely contributing factors, they're only part of the story. So today, we're breaking down 5 hidden reasons why you might be experiencing sleep fatigue syndrome and how to fix them starting tonight. Let's start with the obvious. You aren't actually sleeping. When most people think about improving their sleep, they focus on 2 things: how long they're sleeping and how often they're waking up. But if you're spending 8 hours in bed and waking up exhausted, you could be spending all that time doing anything but sleeping. According to a study from South Australia Health and Medical Research Institute, many people spend a significant portion of their night tossing and turning in bed awake. The researchers found that 25% of participants spent less than 60% of their night actually asleep. And what's worse, these sleep-deprived participants reported high levels of daytime sleepiness, which is consistent with other studies linking poor sleep quality with daytime dysfunction. So, the first step to solving your sleep fatigue problem is to ensure that you're actually sleeping in bed. And there are plenty of ways to make that more likely. More on that later. But first, let's look at some surprising factors that may be keeping you awake. 2. Your room is too cold. While most people try to keep their bedroom at a comfortable temperature, a recent study out of the University of Chicago suggests that sleeping in a slightly colder room may actually do more harm than good. Researchers studied nearly 3,000 participants and found that those who slept in cooler rooms between 19 and 21 degrees Celsius were more likely to report daytime sleepiness and fatigue compared to those who slept in slightly warmer rooms between 21 and 23 degrees Celsius. They concluded that sleeping in a cooler room disrupts our body's natural circadian rhythm, leading to lower quality sleep and excessive daytime sleepiness. If you're currently sleeping in an icebox, this might be why you can't get a good night's rest. 3. It's not your alarm, it's your screen. Waking up to the jarring sound of an alarm clock might not be the best way to start your day, but it's almost certainly not the reason you're feeling fatigued during the day. A far more likely culprit is your phone, tablet, or computer screen. A recent study from the University of Gothenburg suggests that exposure to blue light emitted from electronic devices suppresses the production of melatonin, a hormone that helps regulate our sleep-wake cycle. This disruption in melatonin production can lead to difficulty falling asleep and overall poorer sleep quality, which can contribute to feelings of exhaustion during the day. In fact, researchers found that participants who used electronic devices right before bedtime took significantly longer to fall asleep compared to those who abstained from screen time before bed. 4. You've got an unhealthy sleep habit. Let's face it, sometimes the most comfortable place to fall asleep isn't in bed, it's on the couch. Or maybe you find yourself drifting off to sleep while working late into the night at your desk. While a little cat nap here or there won't hurt you, developing an unhealthy habit of sleeping in odd places can have serious consequences for your energy levels. Researchers from the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research found that sleeping in different places can disrupt our body's natural circadian rhythm and lead to difficulties falling asleep and staying asleep. This inconsistency in sleep patterns can result in sleep deprivation, which can leave us feeling exhausted and moody during the day. So if you're struggling to stay awake during the day, it may be time to stick to your bed when it's sleepy time. 5. You're getting too much shut-eye. Yes, you heard us right. Getting too much sleep can be just as bad as not getting enough. According to a study from the Sleep Research Society, sleeping for more than 8 hours per night has been linked to negative outcomes, such as an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. Researchers believe that sleeping for too long may indicate underlying health issues or a poor sleep quality, both of which can contribute to daytime exhaustion. On top of that, sleeping for too long can also leave us feeling groggy and disoriented when we wake up, making it even harder to shake that feeling of fatigue. So if you're sleeping for more than 8 hours per night and still feeling like you need a nap, it might be time to see your doctor to rule out any underlying health conditions. Now that you know what's causing your sleep fatigue, it's time to make some changes. Try implementing one or more of the following tips into your daily routine. Place your phone and other devices at least an arm's length away from your bed to avoid the temptation of screen time before bed. Invest in blackout curtains to ensure a dark and quiet sleeping environment. Try using a physical alarm clock that's all the way across the room so you have to get out of bed to turn it off. These simple adjustments can have a big impact on your energy levels throughout the day. Sweet dreams.